is Nodira Sadullaeva. I'm a second-year student at the Uzbekistan University. I'm studying software engineering here. So in general, I love all STEM subjects, especially mathematics. And also, I graduated musical school, piano department. I love some kind of sports, drawing comics, and I have lots of hobbies. And to say who is the main factor for putting me in this direction, I can say that they are my parents. So my parents are mathematics and physics teachers. So from my childhood, I was in this atmosphere of STEM subjects with lots of books in mathematics and physics. And during my every birthday, I receive it as presents, new books. So they also were some kind of force that pushed me forward into this area. Talking about my English, I learned this language because I wanted to communicate with the international society, and in my major this language is very crucial. So I had to learn this language at the very end of my high school. So I had just 3 months to learn this English and upgrade my level in this language. And during 3 months, I did hard self-study. I spent every day from 8 to 10 hours learning this language, practicing it, and speaking with my siblings in this language for 3 months, and it gave results. For my pre-intermediate level, I upgraded it to the advanced level, and now I have 8 band score from IELTS test. So I used in general self-study, to be honest. So I can say as my first and my most crucial teacher is my mother. From my childhood, she did all tasks with me. She bought all the books for me, and she worked with me as my main teacher. Then I can say Hasana Husaynovna, she was my teacher at my primary school, and she was also very strict, but at the same time caring teacher. I have lots of teachers at the high school also, but one of my main teachers was Sardar Bazarbayev, and she was my Olympic mathematics teacher. And working with him and studying with him, I achieved some kind of results in my field. My main achievements, first of all, I'm a winner and prize winner of several international mathematics Olympiads. Then I'm a member of International Juniors Honor Society. This society is for young people from the whole world who achieved some kind of results in their fields. And my several articles were published in international scientific journals with high impact factor. And I can say one of my achievements is graduating the musical school with excellent marks, because this is very important thing for me, because I love music, I love playing piano, and I have some kind of achievements in piano department as well, like participating in different tournaments or concerts. Also, I studied for 4 years at the sports school at the arts, gymnastics, and aikido departments. What can I say? It was also an amazing journey and experience for me. So as I stated above, I'm studying engineering. So one of the very important things for engineers is knowing different languages, especially English. And if you know that in the world network, the 80% of the whole information is written in English language. So in order to gain extra information and being professional in my field, English is one of the backbones of improving in my field. In the last year, when I was freshman, we worked in the lab, in robototechnics lab, and here we constructed a little prototype of the robot for warehouses. Also, we studied chemistry, physics, and programming, and every week, almost every week, and at least every month, we had some kind of team projects and team tasks in order to complete different kind of projects from the different subjects, from our subjects. And even now we are working on the cinema reservation project. It's also our final exam task. So as engineers, we are working on different projects each time.
My name is Anish Pradeep. I moved to this university a year ago. Before coming to Uzbekistan, I worked in Kazakhstan for 10 years. At the moment, I'm working in New Uzbekistan University in software engineering department. The students here are, we call them as gifted. The students, we choose the best students all over Uzbekistan to come here, as we give them a platform to develop their own ideas, their own softwares, as well as we have a strong local and international team to support their ideas as well as give them new knowledge and information. From my experience, this university offers a lot of research possibilities, and in the future we will be able to give grants for students, so there is less resistance for students to bring their ideas to reality. Usually students have their own project, either they cannot move forward because lack of devices or the lack of funds or money. Our university will be able to provide those quickly, and also they have a good exposure to international professors where we bring a lot of our experience, we mix them with local ideas, and students have a broader platform to bring their ideas to reality. People always think that bringing international professors will improve the quality, which is, I believe, which is not true. It's mainly to bring international ideas through professors and mixing them with the local platforms, because giving all international ideas to students, they're not going to grasp all of them. So we try to work with local professors, and whenever they come with their idea, we are able to share our experience by not always saying yes, it's a good idea, but we always try to share our ideas with them and see the both positive and negative aspects of their project. I'm not able to talk in general, but I'll be able to discuss about the project ideas in our department. For example, we have, especially for me, I have a small research group with 3 or 4 students. We are developing small sensors and special chips that can be deployed in farming industry. So the farmers can detect if there are any fire in the area. For example, usually farmers have like acres of land, they cannot detect fire far away. So these sensors allow to communicate between devices and send data without internet or without GPS. So it's much more local, helping the local farmers to improve their productivity. So we have small projects, but the main idea is not to do the project to get points or to get award. We are trying to fix problems in Uzbekistan in different sectors, which makes more interesting. Yeah, Nodira she's a very she's self-motivated student. Last year I taught around 130 students, and Nodira always was staying separate. Like we can always pick her. She's self-motivated. She has her own ideas. She always discusses her idea with the other students as well as professors. She also worked in several projects, and our department is always very happy to work with her, and in the future also. Her ideas are usually different. For example, whenever we discuss about projects, students usually follow the professor and try to create some project just for the points, but she always try to improve those projects. And as I said before, practicality is very important. It's not just doing the project for points. It needs to solve some kind of problem, not in a local environment, at least in a large scale, so that other people can use those projects. I think the self-motivation is the very important thing, because just studying something from the university, just from the presentations, are not going to help them, especially for programming. They need to have this motivation to write their own codes, to create open source projects where others can collaborate and improve, and that's something, a good quality they can learn from her.
I can say that I received my motivation from the warm words of my close people, from my parents first of all, then of course from my achievements, and they also one kind of motivation, and some kind of from losers I also can gain motivation, because they inspire to work harder, to push harder, and to learn better. So first of all, I would recommend that follow the instructions of your teachers and parents, because they will say the best things they know to you, and this will be one of the best things for you, to follow their instructions and listen to them and gain their experience. then always give your soul and all your mind into your subject or into your area, so you can get the highest results only if you give yourself to this area. So with all your love and soul, I think so. Then do your best in general.
My name is Nodira Sadullaeva and I'm a sophomore in Uzbekistan University. So Nodira is one of the first person that I have ever met when I came here last year. And we became friends so easily. I think we shared like a lot of open-minded things for each other. So we spent a lot of time together after classes, like in the library or in the co-working centers, like talking about our projects, our homework, discussing new topics, share about each other's opinions about like current global situations, how we can impact them. She's one of the sweetest, hard worker persons that I've ever met, and also she has a great soft skills. Everyone in our university know her, respect her for her good communication skills, for her leadership skills. She's like one of the most hardworking persons that I've ever met. I was really shocking how even when she feels tired, she just keeps studying, keep pushing herself, and I really respect her and admire her for this character feature. And everyone in our university also would agree with me. We are sophomore year students, and last year we did several projects on engineering, on science, on STEM projects, and also in business startup. In a free time, we really like to discuss about global situations that are happening now, about new technologies, about new engineering projects.
In the future, I want to work as a project manager of in software engineering projects, and also I want to learn data science in deeper level, and to become one of the most professional data scientists, which is like very demanding field nowadays in the whole world, not only in Uzbekistan. And to be honest, one of my dreams is to become an ambassador of the United Nations, and a part of my major, a part of mathematics and STEM subjects, I also try to participate in international conferences, Council of United Nations, and in diplomatic conferences in order to gain the experience from this field also, and to be able to contribute to this field also, not just being engineer. First of all, I could say that this university is different from others because of its atmosphere. So I come to this university and I feel this environment, this atmosphere, these people, and I feel excited and feel this is my university. Then the second thing, our professors. They are either our local professors which studied and worked abroad and have experience from like the world, or they are international professors that also studied and worked abroad. So all of our professors have a high level of experience from the other countries, from the international organizations like NASA, Huawei, Hyundai, and they all have professional level of teaching us. Not just they are professional in their subject, but they also can teach professionally this, which is also excited. Then we have lots of talented students in our university. We have Olympic winners, like chemical Olympiads winners, mathematical Olympiads winners, and we have lots of programmers who are already like in the high level, who can already like program in high level requirements. We have lots of facilities, we have labs, we have like partners from the abroad, like Technical University of Munich, Massachusetts International University, Also, we collaborate with laboratories and companies in Uzbekistan, Artel, Technopark, and Uzbek banks. We also have internships in there. And recently, during the summer and in last year during the spring, two groups of our students visited Germany in spring and Korea in summer. So they had their internships and they worked in the labs of universities, of Technical University in Munich and universities in Korea. They worked in the lab and they had this kind of amazing experience, and I could say that this is one of the very interesting and catching facilities of our university that distinguishes us from other universities. To me, to keep the pace of all subjects, because during the first year we had lots of subjects. We had like 8 or 10 subjects during one semester. Chemistry, programming and physics at the same semester, you know. And I had to build my own methodology for self-study first of all. Then with my group mates and with my other team members, we gathered teams, and in each team we had 1 or 2 persons who knew this subject perfectly. For example, one guy who knows physics very well, one guy who knows chemistry very well, and we work with the group, we stay with the same team, and each time we discuss the topic or the subject we need before like exams or during the just after the lectures, or just do some research. And all this kind of experiences are useful either working in a team or doing individual self-study. I had lots of role models for my childhood. They were first of all my family members. In my childhood, I like dreamed of becoming like my mother or like my auntie. And then my role models became like Bill Gates or like some actresses, Hollywood actresses, or like scientists who won Nobel Prizes. And as I said, I had lots of books at home as being a daughter of 2 teachers, and we had lots of scientific journals at home, and in each volume Nobel Prize winners were described and their life journey, their inventions and discoveries. So all of this gave me some kind of inspiration at the different stages of my life.